Hey guys, this is Pastor Mel, and I just need to tell you something real quick. Divorce is real. Furthermore, I decided to have one, and I recommend that you do the same. Yeah, that's right. Divorce yourself from every excuse and every self-imposed limitation that has literally already cost you decades, dreams, and destiny. And don't get me wrong, nothing's more beautiful than unity. That's only when we're unified with the purpose that our Father created us for. And when we're walking within the musical harmony of divine connections with like-minded people. That's people who want what we want and who value what we value and who are more than willing to lock arms with one another to help each other get to where we can get to together through mutual support. Listen, there's something going down right now, y'all. I hope that you don't miss it. If it's in you, then you know who I'm talking to. My partners and I are like family, and this thing we got is thicker than blood because it's made in the spirit. And it's in the spirit that we decided to make some changes. How do you feel about these changes? Are you ready? Let us know if you need a spot at the table. We're about to participate in a halftime of a lifetime. It's winning season. Father's favor. Well, hello, family. It's that time again, and I'm grateful for your participation and your presence tonight. We got a conversation we need to dig in from an aspect that I hope really help us to see some things, so to speak. And I'm just going to pull it up. I think I put it in here in the notes. And the question is, which is better? So I need you in the comments tonight. Let us know where you are. That is your city, your state, your nation. I'd like to hear from you on tonight or today. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and put that in the comments. Here we are at this present moment on the 304th day of this calendar year. And if my calculator is correct, that means there are 61 days remaining. First, let me just thank God for all 304 that we've experienced thus far. We always say this is the present, and we call it the present because it is a gift. Yesterday is gone. Can't do nothing about it. Tomorrow's not promised, but we have right now. So I thank God for you. Thank you for chiming in with me and spending a little time to really get to the heart of the matter tonight as we, with our discernment, we make a decision, we draw a line in the sand, and we demonstrate which is better. While I'm getting that geared up, let me throw this at you because you're going to be going in this direction. Make sure you, if you've not done this already, you text the word travel feedback, no spaces in between the two words, travel feedback, bring those together to the number 888-532-2699 in partnership with Team Joshua Generation. I am so grateful and thankful that we're able to continue to give away. The very next time we'll do it will be on the 24th of December. That's, of course, Christmas Eve. We'll be giving away another $300 airline gift card. And for every single person, this is not a drawing. This portion isn't. You're going to receive a 4 to 6 night stay if you choose to go to one of our international destinations, or a 3-night stay if you choose one of our U.S. destinations, which we have about 20 of those and about 4 international destinations that we want to give to you complimentary. There's no twisting of your arm. There's nothing that you're going to buy. There's no timeshare, anything. Guys, we're going to give this away. We want you to complete a simple survey, less than 15 questions, and get on the calendar, and we'll discuss it at that time. So let me get all that information out to you. And now let's get ready to really deal with the subject, which is better. Let me see who we have in the comments tonight. We got my sister. Good evening to you, darling. Thank you for clearing up all of that registration information. In fact, while we're on that, Miss Carol, let's go ahead and put that up. Why don't we do that? Guys, all roads ought to be leading this way. and that is to San Antonio, Texas. I'm going to put that up on the screen. We got a next big event, which will take place 17th to the 19th of March. That's a Friday through Sunday, and you don't want to miss it. In fact, I got a video I'm going to share with you very quickly, and then right after I share that video, I'll come back and I'll give you some information, and I need your help. Don't forget that, because we need to make a determination tonight which is better. But here's the information for our upcoming event, March the 17th through the 19th, right here in the city of San Antonio.
Hey guys, we have Mr. and Mrs. Hart here. We're in Cancun.
We are in Cancun.
Hola! Happy birthday!
But they're headed to San Antonio. You don't want to miss March the 17th, 18th, and 19th of 2023. All roads lead that way. They are just the most amazing people you'll ever want to meet. And we have something to share with you. Meet us there.
I can't wait to be there in March and share with you guys. And this guy is the guy you want to follow in San Antonio.
We love you all.
All right. We're grateful and we're thankful for your attention tonight. Guys, let's ask this question one more again. Which is better? Now, you guys see, they got these 4 eyes, right? That's what they used to call them in elementary. Remember that back in mid school? Everybody who had glasses, 4 eyes. That was the joke of the day. Well, actually, I didn't get mine until about high school. But the thing of it is, I've been wearing these so long, it feel like it's a part. Feel like it's a part of me. I mean, I can't see anything right now. Pull these things off. How many of you guys wear glasses? Let me know if you wear glasses. Put it in the comments if you wear glasses, or maybe you wear contacts. Whatever you're using, let me know if you need a little help just to be able to see what you. There you go. Just to be able to see what you need to see. Well, it wasn't too long ago I got my eyes checked and I got a new set of these specs. But before doing so, I had to get my prescription just right. If you get a little older, they say you should do that. I think once a year now. It used to be every few years. It's once a year now. Got to get those eyes checked, see if anything has changed. And y'all know how they do. They throw that big old chart up with all these letters and everything, and you get to looking at it, and then they're asking you which is better. Which one can you see more clearly? What's better for you? And your right eye is covered at one point, then your left eye, and then they close both. They really throw that at you. So they're throwing everything at you. And at a certain point, you just start guessing. You're making up letters. Used to be a time you can just read everything so clearly. Well, get a little older and things begin to change. But I want to ask you tonight on another note, which is better? We're going to show you some things we want you to see. We hope that you will evaluate it for us. We want you to be the judge. We're not going to give you the answers. Look, you call it for yourself, which is better. So let me go ahead and throw my slides up into position, and let's start this conversation about which is better. I want to reiterate once again, get your complimentary 4 to 5 night stay. You got your choice of Cancun. You got your choice of Puerto Vallarta, Cabo San Lucas. We've actually sent so many people to Costa Rica that we need to wait until that one opens up again. And then there are, of course, more than 20 U.S. destinations that you can choose from. Text the word travel feedback, no spaces in between, to the number 888-532-2699. You'll get a webpage with clear instructions to include the video, to include the survey, and include getting on the calendar to make sure that you get what's coming your way. And that's complimentary to you from Team Joshua Generation. We're excited about that. But let's get into this, guys. Which is better? Some things we can't see because we're not really looking at them with the right eye. And that is, we look at everything from the natural and the physical only. And many times we don't even use the gift of our imagination. But guys, we're going to see something hopefully more clearer tonight. Again, I want to ask you, which is better? Does that chart look familiar now? Go ahead and cover your left eye and read to me the script on the screen. that is most visible, that is clearest. Now go ahead and cover your left eye and do this. Y'all remember? That's how we did it, right? Which is better? Here's something I want you to evaluate. I need to know which is better. This is what Mr. Warren Buffett said. He said, he said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Could I ask you again, which is better? There are so many people that have been raised up to work hard, and working hard is so important. It's imperative that we work hard. I follow a script that says if a man doesn't work, he shouldn't even eat, guys. Believe in hard work. It should be a part of our ethic, should be a part of our moral fiber, our character, all of that. But if you're only working harder, and at this point you're not learning to work smarter, it only becomes visible at a certain point as you're getting older, I guess, that you start seeing that maybe we've not all been on the right track. Maybe we all didn't get the same education. Maybe some of us we've been miseducated, if you will. I want to repeat that one more again for you. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So is it better? Which is better? Which is better, to just work hard until you die, or to find a way to work even smarter and earn income even while you sleep? Somebody put that in the comments for me on this evening. Which is better? We got Kay Watkins is in the house. Absolutely. Carol says she wears glasses when she's using the computer. I wish that was the only case. My Lord, my Lord. Yes, all roads lead to San Antonio. Absolutely right. Which is better, guys? Let's go further. I want to talk about it tonight. Which is better, to be on the left side or to be on the right side? Well, according to Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, world-renowned author, prolific speaker, and trainer, he shares that it's best to be on the right side. But which can you see? Go ahead and cover your right. Now, come on, open them up, cover your left. Which is better? The left side or the right side? See, on the left side, we understand now through his training, through his book, The Cash Flow Quadrant, guys, there's only 5% of the wealth on the left side of that equation. But there's 95% of the population. They're split between those who are in the employee sector and those who are in the self-employed sector. And the thing that they have in common, guys, is number one, they're all working hard to make things happen, but they're doing it for a pool of wealth split between both sides. Guys, it's nowhere near what it is on the right side. On the left side, they get the leftovers. On the left side, they get left. And even when you're in the employee quadrant, there are many fields and career paths, that they can make a whole lot of money, but it's all based upon what they're doing for themselves, by the sweat of their own brow, by their own hands, if you will. And the moment they stop doing whatever it is according to their performance, guess what stops when they stop? The income stops too. So when they go to sleep, they're in a situation where, oh God, I got to get to work, because if they miss too much work, what won't they get? They won't get the wealth. Oh, listen, 5% of the wealth is there, but 95% of the people there. The employee, that's the person, they're working for someone else. And maybe they're at the top of the game. Maybe they're a doctor, but they still don't have it on their own. Remember the song, God bless the child that has they don't have their own. So that means they're not at their own control. They don't have control at any time. The carpet can, and it happens, guys, to the best. The carpet can be snatched out from under them, Carol. Kevin, the carpet they can change the color on the carpet. They can change offices, and you'd be like, wait a minute, this was my office. Well, it used to be your office. That used to be your desk. That used to be your cubicle. Or that used to be your assignment, and the persons in charge who own the thing, they can do what they want, when they want, with whom they want, because it's theirs. So that employee is really at the realm of the person who owns the thing. And then sometimes the employee has so much skill set, so much creativity, so much talent that they say, you know what, I could do this on my own. They go and they start that janitorial service. They go and open up that restaurant. They start that cleaners. They start that business, but they move up because it's a promotion. They own the thing. Now they have a whole lot more tax benefits and they have all of that, but there's so many more responsibilities. Not only are they doing the duty, which they were very gifted for, not only are they providing the service that they can do probably with their eyes closed, but now they got to handle all the logistics. Now they got to handle all the admin. Now they got to handle all the taxes, all the payroll. They got to handle which is better. Can you see this thing? Many times they had to invest tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Many times they had to go out and get a loan. Many times they had to mortgage the house. Guys, which is better? They're on the left side of the quadrant. 5% of the wealth is there. 95% of the people there. And on that left side, they get leftovers and they get what's left. But on the right side, guys, Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, he teaches. That's where we need to be. He teaches that the right side is the best side. He's saying which is better. He's showing us whether you cover your right eye or you cover your left eye or close them all together. It's going to be the same when you open up your eyes. Somebody put this in the comments. Hashtag open up your eyes to see that on the right side. That's where you want to be. 95% of the wealth is there, but 5% of the people there, as opposed to exactly the opposite on the other. I'm saying it again, 95% of the wealth is there, but only 5% of the people. Which is better? That's where you want to be, because they have business systems there and they have investments there. And the business owner who has the systems, even when they're not there, even when they're sleeping, they're still making money because they have leveraged themselves with a system that allows them to create wealth, to create income, even when they're not present. And then the investor has learned how to make the types of investments that their money makes money quicker than they ever could on their own. Guys, I want to tell you again, the right side is the right side. The right side is the best side. That's where 95% of the wealth is, but only 5% of the people. Go ahead and put that in the comments. Hashtag, I think that's better. Hashtag, I think that's better. It's better, guys, to be on the right side. I want to show you something as we talk about this, and we're going to put it in reference to going places as it relates to this travel space that this worldwide travel club allows us to enjoy things. Guys, I'm telling you, it is so much better. So much better having the types of memories, the types of treasures that nothing and no one can ever take away. Guys, it's better to, as we say back home, to be about it rather than just to talk about it. So many people have a talk about what they're going to do, and one day, and when I get out of college, and one day when I pay off the car, or finally, get a house, or finally the kids get, we come up with all this list, a laundry list of things that we say that we're going to start going places when that happens. But which is better? Is it better to start doing those things now in a way that's affordable, in a way that anybody on any budget can do? Or is it better to wait to a day that's not been promised? Isn't it better to start enjoying life while you have it, with your children while they're children, with your spouse or loved one while they're alive, giving them flowers while they can smell them, rather than that moment when no one will be able to? Isn't it better to begin to travel around the world and to enjoy the places that you've always wanted to see while you have a strong, resilient mind to know where you are, to know the state you're in? There are some people, they waited too long and now they can't even enjoy what they always wanted to do. Maybe they do have the money, but now they don't have the energy. They don't even have the mindset to enjoy what they always wanted to do. Isn't it better to do those things now and to share quality moments with friends, with family members, with loved ones, even when you need to take that private getaway yourself? Isn't it better to have it available the way we found that it is with us inside this travel club called Travorium? Let me talk about some of these benefits for you. I'm just going to run through a few of the travel club benefits that we have at our disposal that I think that you would really appreciate, and that you too, my friend, will find them better. Number one, how about being a part of a travel club that allows you to get travel agent prices without being a travel agent? My wife and I, we've been travel agents for 9 years now, but we've almost been a part of this club just coming up on 5 years. November, next month, we'll make our 5th year. Do you know that the reason we became members in the club, because this club affords us things that we were not able to get as travel agents? Number two, what about being able to get discounts on things like your dining? More than 85,000 restaurants across the country that you'll be able to save money at. What about your online shopping experience? Oh, I know you're probably all kinds of stuff coming to the house every week from Amazon. But suppose we could show you a means in which you can even beat the prices you'll find on Amazon, and that we can give you a club credit, $100 every single month, that would allow you to make those prices even lower, and it will always be shipped to your address free of charge without any extras attached to it. How about the entertainment packages like concerts, musicals, theme parks, concerts, sporting events, all those type, even movie tickets? How about enjoying all of that as a part of a travel club that's going to put it into your hand with a bow on top? How about being able to get access to more than 475 tax deductions as a member inside of this travel club? How about being able to enjoy, listen, this is very important, being able to enjoy a membership that gives you the equivalent of putting your own travel on layaway so that you can avoid and eliminate credit card debt? How about being a part of a company and a travel club that literally matches the amount that you put in? We call that the 401k benefit. Or how about getting access to more than 2,000 plus dreamcation getaways that can be found all around the world for pennies on a dollar? Or my favorite, how about getting access to more than 100 plus world tours every single year that run from the month of March all the way into the middle of November? And how about getting access to a referral program that would literally give you the opportunity to earn anywhere up to $3,000 every 12-month period in free travel? Guys, tell me, which is better? Is it better to get those benefits, or is it better to just keep on doing what you've been doing, getting the same thing you've gotten? Guys, let me give you a scoop on this travel thing. Which is better? I want you to cover that right eye again. Remove your hand. Cover your left. Now open both eyes and tell me again, my friend, which is better, the left side or the right side? On the left side, you'll find what we call the Priceline family. On the right side, you'll find what we call the Expedia family. Well, this is what you didn't know. They're all the same. There are only two families within the whole group. And what happens is we look at all these other companies. We look at Kayak, we look at Travelocity, we look at Orbitz, we look at Booking.com, and we don't even realize that they're all a part of one or two of the organizations. They're either part of the Priceline family or they're a part of the Expedia tribe. And either way, it's pretty much the same thing. They're retail operations that have become mega billion-dollar corporations in the travel space, but they don't own anything directly travel related. They don't own a cruise line. They don't own a fleet of airplanes. They don't own rental cars. They don't own the places that we go to, from the resort to the hotel room. They don't own any of it, but they've marketed themselves in a way that every time you go online searching for anything, those names pop up. And we do business with them, not knowing that they're the same company. But which is better? Is it better to pay retail, or is it better to pay wholesale? That's right, Kevin. We got to open up our eyes. See, when we open up our eyes, beloved, we begin to see that when you're not using the Travorium Travel Club, this is what happens. you're paying ridiculously high retail prices, and someone should put that in the comments. Hashtag no more retail. Hashtag no more retail. Which is better? Guys, if you get this wrong, something's out of sort. Something's off kilter. Something's wrong with that picture. If you get this one wrong, is it better to pay ridiculously high retail prices, or is it better to pay wholesale? Please get that right. Number two, how do we travel when we do not have Travorium? Well, a lot of people, and I've done it myself, we run up those credit cards. Absolutely right. No more retail. We run up those credit cards because it's so easy to just put it on a plastic. But it's easy to put it up there, but it's hard to get it off. Have you ever had anything that it was easy to get on you? But come on, like that glue. You ever get that glue on your hand? And I mean, you're like, good God, how am I and then you get it off that hand and find out it's only on another hand. It's hard to get off. That's our credit card debt is. It's hard, it's easy to get in, but it's hard to get out because you got to pay the principal and then you got to pay the interest. And by the time you finish paying off that, it's time for another vacation. You pay for 2 or 3 vacations, but you only took one. One person went or a couple went, but you could have had 4 or 5 people. Guys, we got to eliminate this credit card debt. Hashtag, I'm eliminating my debt. Hashtag, I'm eliminating my debt. Go ahead and put that in the comments. We want to see you, as a part of this Travorium Travel Club, eliminate all of your credit card debt, starting with the fact that you won't be making any new debt because of travel. Number 3, how do people travel without Travorium? I want to ask you which is better. God Almighty, if you don't get this, those timeshares. Now, I've been there, done that. Must be full disclosure, full transparency. We didn't know what we didn't know. We've had 3 of them in the past. The last one we were paying $379 a month. Don't you know that the same timeshare that we owned, we were able to go and stay there in this program, this travel club, and we only paid $59 for the whole week rather than $379 for the month, whether we use it or not. And guys, just in case you thought it was a fluke in the system, no, I've done it twice. Could have done it many more times, but I've not done it because I wanted to go to other places instead. Guys, you got to get out of those timeshares. Hashtag no more timeshares. Hashtag no more timeshares. Which is better, for you to pay a monthly mortgage with the maintenance fee to a place, whether you use it or not, and maybe you have access to a handful or 2 of other places as well for paying a little extra fee here or there on an annual basis, or being able to go pretty much when you want and where you want without restriction and paying a fraction of the cost. Because when you look at $59 for the week compared to $379 for the month, guys, with no obligation, which is better? Number 4, how do people travel without this program? You tell me which is better. Is it better to keep staying with people? You know, I know you love them, but come on. Wouldn't it be better to have your own place, your own space, to come into town and choose the hotel or the resort that you prefer to stay in and not necessarily the only one that you could afford to stay in? Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be better if you were able to stay at 5-star resorts and hotels, but only pay 1-star prices? In fact, wouldn't it be better if we can show you how to even do that for free? Yes, Kevin, you're absolutely correct. Timeshares are a nightmare. Now, which is better? Guys, when people don't have Travorium, the worst case scenario, this is how they travel. They really don't travel much at all. They just dream about it. But which is better, to close your eyes and dream, or to open up your eyes and really dream and to know what you've been dreaming about? Guys, I'm telling you, we dream inside of the Travorium Travel Club. The only difference is our eyes are wide open and we enjoy what we see in the process. Guys, I want to share with you tonight or today, or if you're watching the replay, it could be breakfast for all I know. There are 3 ways that we travel inside the Travorium Travel Club. Number 1, we pay net zero pricing, or we have access to net zero pricing. That's the travel agent pricing. Without you being a travel agent, we're going to give you access to travel agent pricing for you to book everything you want to book for yourself. Now, you're not booking this for others. You're booking this for yourself. And if they want the same thing, then they, of course, can get your ID and become a member in the club. And then when you have 3 people to do that, your services are actually going to be free. But that net zero pricing, guys, is a total game changer. It changes everything. It gives you things that others would so much love to have. Number 2, this is the second thing we give you. We give you access to Dreamcation Escapes. There are more than 2,000 destinations across the United States and around the world waiting for you to go ahead and book it. Pennies on the dollar. Kendra and I, we've stayed at places that we would have otherwise, as we have in the past, one particular hotel, $275, $350 a night for our anniversary, depending upon, the time of year that we would go, so forth and so on. That's the standard price. Do you not know that same destination that we've paid that amount for the nightly rate is in this program? And there are many others like it. And we didn't pay $275. We didn't pay $350. No, we paid $119. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying $119 for the whole week? Absolutely not. Or you're saying $119 per night? Absolutely not. It was $119 for the entire week. Guys, this changes everything. We have over 2,000 destinations just like that. Those are the Dreamcation Escapes. But my favorites, number 3, are the world tours. The world tours, these are the destinations that the company has predetermined from March all the way to the mid of November, and every single week there's places that you can choose from, and you can use the points that will be there in your system to knock the price down so that you're, again, paying pennies on the dollar. And we're talking about some amazing destinations all around the world. So in essence, guys, make the judgment call yourself. Which is better? Is it better to, number 1, travel with substantially discounted rates? Or is it better, number 2, to travel for free? Or is it better, number 3, to get paid to travel? Go ahead. Where are my number 1s, 2s, and 3s? Maybe I should put the 4th category, all of the above. And you go ahead. You be the judge of that. Put it in the comments. Which is better? To travel with substantially discounted rates, and we're talking about up to 70% off. Number 2, to travel for free. And number 3, to get paid to travel. My friends, I'm asking you again, which is better? Once again, I want to see if your eyesight is getting any better. Cover the right. Okay, release that. Cover the left. Okay, open them up. Which is better? Is it better to go to Cabo San Lucas and pay the retail price, which that's not a bad retail for 8 days, 7 nights using our retail rate, but we don't pay that because we use the points, and knocking that down to $0.00. That's right, Kevin. You're a bright student. All of the above. You got that, hit it on the head. Which is better? To go see Mickey and Daphne and all of them, to pay the regular rate that you would see out there somewhere on a Disney site or somewhere on a Priceline or Expedia site, one of those guys, or to get your travel agent to set you up with a couple of grand for the week at a hotel or resort there? Guys, which is better? How about paying $1 a night plus the tax after you apply the points? You tell me, guys, which is better? Which is better? You want to go a little bit further? What about going over to Europe? How about going to the Canary Islands and seeing some of that? Putting that in your cup and paying the platinum price, $0.00. All you do is you cover the tax. Which is better, to pay that or to pay the $2 or $3 grand that you would pay otherwise if you're not a member in our club? You tell me, my friend, which is better? Those are what we call the Dreamcation Escapes, the Dreamcation Getaways. But once again, I love the world tours the best. Those are my favorite. You tell me, which is better? To stay in New York City at a 4-star hotel, and $539 would be nothing to pay for a room in New York City if your room looks like this. In fact, you wouldn't even pay that amount. The retail rate per night would be more than that. But wouldn't it be better? Well, let me ask you, which is better? To pay that type of price for 5 days and 4 nights or the regular retail? What about Colombia? You want to go a little bit further? And we're not talking about the U.S. We're talking about paying $1, y'all. As low as $1, 5 days and 4 nights. And that's correct. Breakfast is included. Which is better, the regular way that you've been going out of country to places like that, or the Trevorian way? Which is better? You want to go to Rome? $149, 5 days, 4 nights. And once again, breakfast is included. Guys, we can go on and on and on. There's over 100 of them. I won't take the time to do that this evening, but I do want to encourage you to get with the person that shared this with you so you can get any and all of your other questions answered. Once again, though, which is better? I know that you've probably been to Jamaica before. Maybe it has been Montego Bay. It doesn't matter which particular portion of Jamaica is so beautiful to go to see it. And if you haven't gone, let me encourage you to do that. But guys, which is better, to go and pay the retail, to get your travel agent to write you up a ticket, and it's probably going to cost you $1,500 to $3,500, somewhere in that neighborhood, maybe even $5,000. Which is better? Wouldn't you prefer to pay $59 a night per person, 5 days, 4 nights, this type of accommodation, the Junior Suite, Ocean View? Guys, when we stayed, it was 6 days, 5 nights, $399, 4-2, all inclusive. And guys, our room, you walk out the front door, 40 paces, you were in the ocean. Guys, the food was amazing. The view was to live for. I won't say die for, because if you would have died, you would have woke up again, because it was just that beautiful. I mean, it was the most beautiful place that you can think of. All inclusive. 6 days, 5 nights, $399. That's what we paid on last year. My wife and I, we absolutely love. Which is better, to pay the retail or to pay that type of price? Which is better? You want to go to Italy? Which is better? You want to go to Miami or maybe Singapore? You tell me which is better. San Francisco? What about Thailand? Which is better? $1 bill for 7 days, 6 nights at a 4-star resort, beach, front cottage? Or would you rather pay the thousands of dollars to stay at the same destination? Which is better? Puerto Vallarta, guys, 5 days, 4 nights. That's food and drinks included. And we're talking about $40 a night. You tell me which is better. Look at Vegas, guys. New Orleans, Italy, Malaga. Guys, you got to see the motherland. Morocco, look at that price for the ocean view. Cozumel, Dubai. Guys, we know people that have spent upwards of $3,500 to stay at the same hotels and resorts that our people have stayed at. And ours has the 5-star resort with the breakfast included. And we've paid as low as $1 for the entire week. Guys, which is better? Tanzania, you want to see the motherland? Which is better, to pay the rate that you're used to paying or to pay what you see on the screen? Which is better? The next time you want to go to Punta Cana, all inclusive. Which is better, pay the rate that you've been paying or to drop it down to $38 a day per person, all inclusive? Guys, we can go on and on, whether it's Paris, which we so enjoyed on this past summer, or whether it's Greece. My wife was able to see it and enjoy it herself. Which is better? We have over 100 world tours every single year and more coming. Guys, you tell us, which is better? Cover that right eye one more again. Release it. Cover your left eye one more again. Release it. Now open both your eyes, my friend, and tell me which is better. I'm not going to go into the details of our compensation plan, but I could tell you just a few things on the edge of it all, the surface of it all. It is what we refer to as a 10X compensation plan, because when you compare what our company does and pays out in comparison to so many other similar type opportunities and companies in a variety of type of fields, from cosmetics and jewelry and insurance, so forth and so on, health and wellness. Guys, when you compare the travel industry and what we pay out, it's a world of difference. We typically pay approximately 10 times more than just about anything and everything you'll see out there. And here's why. Think of it this way. The travel industry itself is a mega trillion with a T dollar industry. And most every one of those other industries that I've mentioned are what we call billion dollar, multi-billion dollar industries. But you do the math. How many billions does it take to get to the trillions? Guys, we are spending anywhere between, on an annual basis, $6 to $8 trillion a year in the travel industry alone. That's a lot of money being spent. And our company is dead smack in the middle of all that interaction. And guys, I'm telling you, it's the place to be. It is an entirely lucrative field. Another aspect I'll say, it's not something people say, well, I'm not good at sales. You really don't sell travel like that. You offer your savings, you offer your service, so forth and so on. And here's why. No one's going to be convinced by me, you, or anywhere else or anyone else to go to certain places. If they're going to Hawaii, it's because that's where they want to go. You didn't sell that to them. If they're going to Hong Kong, if they're going, hey, Lady Sharon, if they're going to Paris, if they're going to New York, if they're going to Miami, it's because that's where they wanted to go. And they're going to go with or without you. They're going to go with or without me. All we do is we give them an opportunity to spend so much less, and we make travel affordable for anyone, anytime, on any budget. And then if they use our referral program, we tie them in to a 10x compensation plan. So guys, let me just run through a few things. All of this was put together because of this visionary and his beautiful wife, Mr. David and Adela Hart. We love those guys. They have put this thing together 10 years strong. This company has paid out tens of millions of dollars of commissions to everyday ordinary people. There are many who have turned this into a full-time career and a profession, all because of their vision. We're operating in more than 67 nations around the globe, guys, and we've had years where we've had up to 400% increase than the preceding year. In fact, over a 10-year time frame, there's not been 1 year of stagnation or 1 year of going backwards. This company has grown year after year for the last 10 years and never, ever missed any payout on a Friday for the commissions going out. Guys, you tell me which is better. There's a whole lot of companies out there. I mean, they come, they go. They're here for a year and gone by the next. They don't pay their people. They're not consistent. They're always changing the top leaders, and there's no consistency whatsoever. You tell me which is better. A company like ours that has already proven itself. Guys, before they even got started, there was already 30 plus years of business savviness, business intelligence, being able to put things together and organize. A proven person in the field of business. No, you can go and do all the research on that. You won't find any negative reports out there, not concerning this company and not concerning Mr. Hart and Mrs. Hart. And that's the type of company we are. And that's why we say to you, which is better? Which is better? To stay where you are and do absolutely nothing and keep getting what you've always gotten? Or is it time to make a move? It's a time to realize that it's only in going places that you're able to get to the next level. And listen, guys, success takes movement. And you can't learn to drive a parked car. And the best time to make that move, my friends, is now. Which is better? On behalf of Coach D, my ambassador, my mentor and friend, my big sister, we're going places. And we want to be able to lock arms with the right types of persons. Which is better, to stay where you are with those who are not doing anything, or to go with those who are already going and committed to bringing as many people with us as we can? Which is better? Which is better? Mr. Robert T. Kiyosaki said this: knowing you need to make a change isn't enough. He said you've got to find the guts to do it. Which is better, to keep talking about it or to actually do it? Guys, which is better, to be in a situation where when you look outside the horizon and the economic landscape and you see how things are changing and you see how inflation has changed everything, which is better, to keep complaining about something you can't change or to change and control what you can? And that's getting started with an opportunity that can change everything, not only for your life, but for your generations in front of you. Which is better, just to keep staring at the prices of things that are going up, not because we want to, it is what it is? Or how about being in control of what can go up? And that's your income. That's your residual income when you're working with an opportunity like Travorium Travel Club. Cover that right eye one more time. Release it. Now cover that left eye one more time. Release it. Which is better? I hope by now that you're seeing things just a little more clearly, because we have an opportunity that's worth seeing. That when you get started with us and have as little as 3 referrals on a level of membership that you have, your services are free, which means depending upon your level, you can earn up to $3,000 a year in free travel every single year with just a few referrals. Not only that, by building a team made up of those you referred who are referring a few others, who are referring a few others. Guys, we call this the one-star director. And can you see this? Where you can earn $10 a day minimum with a residual income ranging between $400 to $700 a month every month. Guys, that's somewhere between $4,800 to an extra $8,400 every single year, with having as little as 20, really as little as 16 people in your business with 3 direct referrals. Well, what about going a little bit further to what we refer to as the 2-star director, who is in a position to earn anywhere from 18 grand to 30 grand a year? That's 1,500 to 2,500 every single month, simply because you have as little as 50 persons in your business, with 3 of those individuals being direct to you. Well, what about moving on up to $2,500 to $3,300 every single month, which literally will help you to earn $30,000 to $40,000 every single year, because having a team of referring partners in the range of 150 or a few more representatives who are referring partners. Guys, it goes on and on. I want to share with you this ambassador plan, however, and this is why I want to share this with you. Shout out to our ambassador again, Coach D. We love you. She opened the door wide open for us to follow. Guys, these are our 6-figure income earners. Now, we have people in our company, in our space. Some have accomplished that within 6 months, some a year, some 3 to 5 years. But guys, here's what I want you to see. There are many career paths. There are many jobs that people have worked on for years and even decades. And even as such, they're putting in 40, sometimes as much as 50, 60, God knows, 70 hours a week. And many of those jobs that they're working in still do not net them $100,000 a year. Guys, suppose you got on the path and you just took this seriously and you treated it, listen, as a business and not as a hobby. Suppose you came in as a student. Suppose you were able to get the type of coaching, training, and mentoring that is available for you to obtain, and there's no extra charge to you at all. That's a part of it, because your success is the success of those whose team you belong. And suppose you were able to get on track, and let's just say worst case scenario, it took you 5 years to get there to that level, working it part-time, building it up to the point where you felt comfortable that it could be your full-time. If it took you 5 years, would something be wrong? Now, if you've been on a job 20 years and you've not reached that yet, or maybe you have reached it, but God knows that what you had to do to get there and what you still have to do just to hold it. I want you to do the comparison. Guys, go back to that slide where you see the right side. Hey, Coach Cynthia, it's good to see you, darling. And you see the left side. And I want you to remember Robert T. Kiyosaki pointing out that on the right side, the business system, guys, where your income is no longer restricted or limited in any fashion to only what you do, but is based upon the leverage of your whole team that is working for their own benefit, not necessarily for yours, but for their own benefits. And you are fully invested in them, and they are invested in you. And your success is their success is your success, and we win because we're winning together. Guys, that's what I want to show you. Even if that's a 5-year plan to do that, let's just stretch it out. Let's just say it's a 10-year plan. Guys, if over the next 10 years you do nothing more than enjoy a whole bunch of discounted, and should I say substantially discounted vacations, if all you do is enjoy every single year a number of free vacations, if all you do for the next 5 to 10 years is enjoy paid vacations, and finally, at the end of that 10-year period, now you're earning an extra 6 figures a year from working part-time, did you do something wrong? Which is better, to keep doing what you've been doing or to do something like this? Guys, our motto is this. It's simple. A better life requires a better way. I want to end with this. Guys, if you can see on this screen, it says just, I believe it's $96,000 a month. When you math that out 12 months, you're talking about $1.2 million a year on the residual side alone. And when you couple that with the multitude of other bonuses that you would get for building and demonstrating leadership with your organization, guys, all of the coded leadership bonuses would do more than match what you see in your residual. But what changes would you make to your lifestyle with $1.2 million of residual income coming into your household? Guys, I'm telling you, this is worth the career choice. And many of us have not been educated in this aspect. But I'm asking you tonight to determine for yourself which is better, even if it is a long-range journey, even if it's not going to happen over the next 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, even if it's 5 to 10 years out, is it not worth going on the journey and becoming proficient at this type of work in a space that all you're going to do is have a lot of fun? Cover that right eye one more again. Release it. Cover that left eye one more again. Release it. Open both your eyes. Now look very clearly. And you, my friend, I need you to answer very, very boldly. Put it in the comments. Be not afraid. Which is better? Becoming one of the ambassadors with Travorium Travel Club, operating worldwide in more than 60 plus nations, taking paid vacations one after the other, or continuing to do what you've always been doing. Guys, I'm telling you, I think we found a better way, and it's called Travorium. I hope that you'll join us. I hope you'll get with the person that invited you to this presentation tonight. Once again, my friends, I ask you this: which is better? You want some information? Do this very quickly. Text travel feedback to 888-532-2699. No spaces in between. Once again, that's travel feedback to 888-532-2699. We're grateful for you. We're thankful for you. We'll end with this special testimony from our CEO. After that, we'll see you on the other side. God bless you real good. Which is better?
I've always worked hard. I've always wanted to produce. I've always wanted to take care of my family. I've always been a guy willing to put in the hours. I think most people are like me. But I remember my grandfather, a very successful entrepreneur and businessman, he came to me one day and he said, "David, you got to learn to shut down. You got to learn to get away. You have to focus on family and have experiences in your life. If you don't, you're going to leave an empty life." You know, I took my grandfather's advice to heart. So I began to experience and travel, and it was amazing. I remember inviting people to do the same and have more experiences out of life, but for a variety of reasons they couldn't. And I thought it shouldn't be this way. You know, my grandfather was right. People need to get away. People need to experience more. So I decided to solve this problem. That's why I started Travorium, a company that could help anyone realize the dream to see the world.
Welcome to Travorium, a radical new concept in travel. Our membership allows almost anyone from any walk of life an opportunity to see the world. Travorium brings people together, leveraging the numbers of travelers for incredible rates. Every month, we award our members travel points that can be used in our world tours and getaways. You choose the path, you gain the benefits, and you tour the world. With our Travorium Getaway platform, you can use your points to buy down the rate at over 2,000 resorts across the globe for your individual trip preference. With our premium membership, you can book these stays for a week long in a one-bedroom suite for as little as $1 per night after points applied. But our travel points also give you access to life-changing experiences with our World Tours platform. Every year, our team of experts plan multiple world tours to some of the most sought-after locations on the globe, where we plan activities, parties, self-development trainings, and dinners exclusively for our members. Most people can't spend the time, money, or effort in putting together a trip of this magnitude. And the best part is that our world tours bring together like-minded people from all across the globe, allowing you to meet, learn, bond, relax, explore, laugh, and enjoy life with other members of the Travorium family. Each trip creates an incredible experience that cannot be purchased online, memories that will last for a lifetime, and friendships that can transcend continents. It will leave you counting down the moments to the next one. Our membership also gives you access to our private booking engine, where you can save up to 50% on hotels, cruises, resorts, rental cars, and activities. And if traveling and seeing the world sounds exciting, we also invite you to partner with us. You can earn an income doing what you love, allowing you to turn passion into profit and adventure into a way of life.